How you doing? What's the gossip? Let me know. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. How is everyone doing? I'm up, I'm fresh, I've just had a shower. I'm so sorry about my curly hair that's right on my head. It will dry up a bit and it will start looking fabulous as the day goes on. I've just got myself a little iced coffee. I've been really enjoying this one that I got. I think was it from Asda? And normally I make my own iced coffee, but it's good to have like a tub of that in if I run out of milk like now. Then I can actually still have my little morning coffee, which makes me happy. I need to go to this supermarket and sort some stuff out, but I thought I would pick up and start vlogging today. I'm just going to vlog over the next couple of days. We've got home stuff. I mentioned in my last video that I'm going to be doing lots of bits from my snagging list. So I already started in my hallway yesterday. I was just doing some bits, then I did some in my office. I feel like I've mentioned it before, but my brain is always on to the next thing. And sometimes like I won't get the finer detail done in certain spaces and I'll be already on to the next exciting project. And I'm trying to reverse a little bit and go, right, let me fully finish everything that's in my spaces and then get the other stuff done. So before I personally move on to other projects, I'm going to go and finish this. However, I do have Mike coming to do the front over the next couple of weeks. I'm going to be putting some cherry laurel hedges like just down the side of my driveways, just because I've done lots of research and I think they're going to be the best ones for me. So I'm actually really excited to get those planted. But the good thing is I'm not doing that job. Mike's going to come and do that. So I'm going to just be focusing on all of the stuff here, and then I still need to get out and get the planters done in the back garden and get some shrubs in there. So that's just some of the bits that will be going on, and I've got loads to do today. Someone did comment and I was crying, laughing, or they sent me a message saying, because I don't know if you've seen the little TikTok that I shared on the last video of me and Andrea messing around, and someone messaged to say, Sheldon, you always tell us your business, so now I know that that's not the case because you're just being Sheldon. Because obviously we were joking around like saying Andrea does everything and I'm just plodding around like I'm Sheldon. Obviously it was a joke, but I was crying laughing. So when I say I'm busy now, I'm going to be really conscious, thinking you guys are going to be like, you're just saying that because you ain't, because we know. And I actually am. I've got to get to the office. We launched our vases last night. It's gone so well. So I need to go and pack some orders first thing. So I'll go and get that over and done with. I need to go and get my hair cut as well. That'll probably be a tomorrow job. And then I want to get all my beard and stuff done and just feel a little bit pumped. Oh my God. And on Saturday as well, I go to see Diana Ross. I am so excited. So I'm going to see her in Leeds. I've never seen her before. And I'm really, really excited. So me and my bestie are going to go and do that. So yes, come and spend a cute couple of days with me, potting around this house in my own little world. So let's go and have a fabulous little time. Besties, I'm just in the office, and while I'm here, I wanted to show you just some of the vases that we've got up close. So this one here is called Beatrice. How cute! And you can see all the rustic, and it's got all the like old detailing in it, and this is going to add a whole layer of texture to your home. So if your room's feeling a little bit flat and you want to add something a little bit different, she could be perfect. So I don't know if it's coming across in the right colour. It's looking a little bit bright on camera, but it is stunning. We've got it in a large, and then we've got it in a small as well. And this small is perfect, you know, for on coffee tables, just on top of some books, maybe like this one. And talking about this one, this here is flooring. So we've got two of these, and again, in the large and the small. And even if your interiors is more modern or more traditional, it will look perfect. So that will just be stunning. Again, you could have some florals in it if you wanted, or you could just leave it empty depending on where you're putting it. But those are beautiful. And then I've already showed you his Kitty. Her name's Kitty. She is fierce. Oh, I just love them all. They are absolutely stunning. So I just thought I would show you them up a little bit closer while I was in the office. I've just been getting all the orders together. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to head home, and then I'm going to go on with my snagging list. I need to get this hair sorted ASAP. But yeah, I just thought I would come in, and I've spent quite a few hours here. I've loved it, to be fair. Like, look how cute this display that we've got going on top of the little sideboard. Like, it's so cute. I just love doing this stuff. But yeah, thank you all for your support on it. I won't talk too much, so I'm going to head and I'll pick up when we're back home. Besties, how are you? It is, I was going to say the next day, but it's actually not. It's 2 days later. So yesterday I was just doing a lot of also got my haircut, got my haircut, PS, it's a mess right now because obviously I've not long woke up, but it'll look zhuzhy later. However, I got up. I have just grabbed the little mic because I was a little bit further away and I didn't want to have to shout. But yes, yesterday I've been out in the hallway. I spoke to you and I was like, I'm going to do my snagging list. I'm going to get everything on it done. And guess what I did yesterday? I was out there and I literally was painting. I did a lot of my spindles because a lot of them hadn't been finished. So I've still not finished. I've still got more to do, but I got so much done yesterday. And I just thought, I just don't want to film just painting because you guys are going to be like, boring. But anyway, so I got that done. I'll take this out and show you. It looks so fresh, even though I've still got more to finish. I'm going to like caulk up the back of the door and stuff because I need to do that, then sand it, and then I'm going to paint all of that. So that'll all get done later today. And I promised you that I was going to be doing my snagging list, and I feel like I've been really good at it, to be honest. I have just made my morning iced coffee, and if you want to see how I make mine, because I make this at home most of the time, I'll get a little treat from a coffee shop every now and then, and I just use instant coffee as well because I don't have a bougie coffee machine, which I probably should invest in at some point because I do love me a coffee. I will only have one a day, even though it is quite large. But look how cute these little glasses are. These are just little Amazon ones. I'll leave these exact ones linked below. But yeah, they're just glass and then it's got the little bamboo lid and you get loads in it. So if you like a nice coffee, or even if you wanted it for orange juice or something, I feel like they are a good size. But yeah, I'm so pleased that I got loads of that done. I am also going to see Diana Ross tonight. I think I mentioned that at the opening clip, but yeah, I'm going to see her. I'm so excited. So today is just going to be about, I'm going to edit loads of this vlog because this goes up tomorrow. And normally, I know it's going to sound really sad, but a Saturday night, I'll sit and chill and edit my Sunday YouTube video. Most people are out partying, living their best lives, and I'm sat over here like editing a YouTube video, and I wouldn't have it any other way, guys. I would not have it any other way. So yeah, so I'm obviously not going to have tonight, so I'm going to have to use part of today to do that. That's fine. I'm up bright and early anyway to get stuck into my day and be really productive. So I've got all the hallway done. I've still not made any decisions on my bedroom yet, it's really like me. Particularly for my bedroom, because everywhere else, I make decisions really quick. I think because I can't find what I really want, I'm just almost like, right, I'll leave it until the perfect thing stumbles across me. That's not going to happen unless I go and start doing some looking for a bed and stuff. I'm also going to sort out all the doors in my house, because if you've been following me for a while, or if you're new, I'm living in a bit of a renovation. Well, I'm not so much anymore. I've still got more rooms to do, but I'm not currently renovating anywhere in the house just now because I've almost just finished my home office. However, when I've been renovating, I said, I'll just do all my doors in one go rather than renovating a room, putting that door on, renovating the next room, putting that door on, because I just didn't want the doors getting ruined by workmen and plastering and all that sort of stuff. So I decided to hold out. Now that most rooms are done, I'm going to get all my doors. I'm going to get really, really nice doors. So I'm going to get the same as the ones in here, but I think I'll get glass. I'll change these two out to glass. I'm going to put in those ones upstairs and then get everywhere else done and get my handles and stuff. So over the next week or two, I'm going to get those ordered, and then I need to find someone to fit them. I know Mike can, but I don't think he loves doing doors, so I won't put that on him because it's obviously a lot to do because there's a lot of doors. So I'll get someone who doesn't mind doing it. I'm sure he would do it if I asked him, but I remember him saying he really doesn't like doing them, so I will not put that on him. So yeah, I also, I think I mentioned about me getting the hedges down either side of my driveway. So I'm so excited about that. I'm going to get that sorted ASAP. But I mentioned that Mike's doing that. I'm not going to have to do anything there other than plant the hedges, but she'll be easy enough to do. So yeah, I'm going to finish my iced coffee I'm probably going to have an hour of just because, like, I don't know about anyone else, but if you're an introvert, like me, I have to psych myself up to be at like a concert, or, you know, if you're going out on a night out or something like that, I almost need that, right? Let's get myself like mentally ready to be around so many people, and it'll be a fantastic day. I know it's going to be incredible, but just being an introvert, that's just something that comes with, I don't know if that's just me, it may not be, but that's me. So I'm thinking if I have an hour now, just relax, then I'll start getting all my stuff together. I'll start editing, getting on with my day. So 1 hour of chill time. And I'm going to say this, and I'm hoping no one's made it through this much talking and use it all just away like doing the dishes or something. I think I'm going to put a Christmas movie on. I think I'm going to put a Christmas movie on. Please don't shout at me. Please don't shout at me in them comments. I just think I'm going to. Yeah, I think that's going to happen. I know I'm not rushing the year away. I don't want it to be Christmas, but I just want to feel that Christmas spirit. So a Christmas movie in June, it's life. I'm going to go and do it. So you guys may not notice a lot because you wouldn't have seen this area a ton on camera. So I've redone all of the newel post, and then all of the spindles had like this colour like on the bits here. So I've cleaned all that up and redone all of those. I'm going to redo the top. This was from when I was taking the chair downstairs at Christmas and it scratched all of this. So I'm going to redo all of that as well. I've painted this part, if you remember, that was all different. So I'll sand and then redo again. I filled the hole. I'm going to sand and then refill again. So I'm not going to paint that until that's all sorted. And I've done that all the way up the stairs in terms of the banister, because again, you probably wouldn't have seen much. However, all of these spindles hadn't actually been painted. So I've managed to get them all done. I'm going to give them all another coat. That'll probably be tomorrow that I'll get that done. The newel post still needs another coat. That was even worse than this. It was like a bit grey and stuff from the old paint, and I just didn't get round to sorting it out. So all the snagging list is getting done, but the banister looks so much better now. I am so pleased. And then I just need to have a think about if I want to do anything. Do I do anything on this wall? You'll have to let me know your thoughts. I also need to get this ceiling sorted. This is from when I had a bigger loft hatch, and when they come to do the coving for me, they said the loft hatch would have to go. So I had to get a smaller one, but I needed them to put it up. So I just ripped the other one down so they could get the coving up, and I've still not got round to sorting this. So I think I'll probably get someone in to do that. I don't think I could do that so well. But the next thing that I need to do is sort the socket. There's a socket over there, and then this one. I've still not got round to sorting it. That one's actually hanging off. I don't touch this from up here. I just do it downstairs, to be honest. But yeah, I need to sort that out. But yeah, the banister's looking so much. It looks really fresh out here now. When you stand over here, this is the view. This here is all the original. This is the same as the original architrave. I actually got it moulded so that I could put it on these doors out at this area, because these had a different architrave and I wanted it all to look like the original ones. So I need to like fill all the holes in this, caulk all down the side, and get that all painted up as well. But yeah, you've got the gallery wall here, which I love. It's very like, I was inspired by Renovation hardware for that. This is just like a thin piece of hallway, so I've got the paneling and then that, and then it's when you come to here, do we put something on this wall here, or do we leave it blank? I'm not too sure, but yeah, I'm pleased with how it's all turning out. I'm going to give it all, like I say, another coat. I'll get another coat on this, but then this is the view that you get when you look down. Look how nice that looks. It feels very traditional. The Hoover doesn't stay there, by the way. I just have it there from when I was sorting some bits before. But yeah, you'll have to let me know your thoughts. This here, I put this in. This is just like got all of my, like, I mean, it's not very organised at the minute. I had just washed the towels. These smell so good. My fabric softener smells amazing. But I've also got, like, the extra diffusers from Costco that I bought. So I'm going to give this all a clean out because it all needs sorting now. But this is just going to be for, like, towels and bedding and all that sort of stuff because I had nowhere for it all. So I love the fact it's freestanding as well. It feels a bit different because I could have just got something built in there, but yeah, I chose not to. So yeah, I am made up. When I don't know if anybody remembers, but when I moved in, I had to redo all of this because, like, I think there was like one spindle here and then one here. There was like massive gaps, which is obviously dangerous as well, but it obviously wasn't very aesthetically pleasing. So I redone all. I did keep the original newel posts, so they're all original to the house. But you can see this one here's a little bit off, but I kept it because I could have obviously got that fit. I could have got it replaced, but because it goes right down into the ground, we couldn't get it level. And it was either a choice of keep it or put something new in. And I was like, no, I want to keep as much as I can. And I may do you reckon put something on top of these two up here? Let me know your thoughts. But yeah, I'm glad I kept the original stuff. But yeah, when you buy an older house, it's going to have its wonks. But I love the traditionalness of how this staircase is starting to feel now. I also need to just like fill and caulk all this area here and then give it all another coat of paint because you can still see some of the grey peeking through. But that's only had one light coat yesterday, so I'll sort all that out. But yeah, I'm loving how it's looking. I've got my ladders there because I was sorting everything out. But yeah, I do love my hallway. Obviously it's a little bit of a mess now because I went and got the caulk and the bond for the to put the skirting on in the office. But this is the view that you get from this side when you walk in. And obviously I need to get my chandelier, but I just think it looks very traditional. And it's the vibe that I'm going for. Very airy, fresh, clean. All the vibes that we go for around here. So yeah, the job today, sand that down. And then this part here, I've never got round to sorting. So the builder had left, this was an old builder that I had. This was the original frame. There was a door here also into the living room, and then there was this one. And I got the architrave put back onto this part after all the work was done. And because I was putting the door in, he framed it out. And this is what I was left with. It's a bit of a mess. So I'm going to sand all this down, take this foam out, because that's obviously to fill the gaps. And then I'll caulk it all up today. And then tomorrow I'll get a coat of paint on. I can't believe I've been living with a door this colour in the hallway. But you know when you just walk past stuff every day and you don't actually see it because you're that caught up in a whole renovation. So that's why it's important to do all these snaggy jobs. Because then, even already, I know that you probably won't see much of a difference, but the fact that this was all wood for ages and not painted. And when I walked out here before, I was like, oh my God, it already feels so much better. And seeing these spindles with no marks on them, it's so good to do. And I do love this view from here. But I never really get to shoot it because obviously the frame's all the original colour and stuff, so I need to sort it all. And this was where I was thinking about having a glass door. So if you have a look, how much better that would probably look if you could see through. And then you would obviously have that view. And then in the evening, if there's the lamps on out there like they are now. Oh no, they're not on. It's got the big light on. But like having that I think that would feel cute. So if you're having like a party or anything and that's going to be the view from the dining table. I love it. Yeah, I'm vibing with it. I am vibing with it. So yeah, loads of little bits to do today, but I'm not going to be doing too much because obviously I'm going to be heading out in a little bit, but I'm going to see what I can get done. And yeah, it's already it feels so bright. But that's what I wanted for this space, because this front door is not the one that will all be getting changed, but that's going to be like a big job. So I need to get my kitchen done before I even think about redoing the front door. But yeah, I did all this work yesterday and didn't spend a penny because I had everything in. The only thing that I did buy was the caulk and but that's, I've not even used that yet. So the work that I did with the filler, I already had that. I had the paint. It's just getting the time. And I was like, no, I'm going to make the time. So I'm so pleased. So I've now caulked all this in. I'm going to let that dry and made sure it's all filled all the way around. Same on the other side. And then once it's dried, I'll sand it, then paint it. And then I'll have to give it another coat at some point. And then I'll do the door as well. So yeah, that looks so good. I love the hallway. For anyone that doesn't know, this was all original. So like this archway, so that's actually Victorian. So that's original to the house. And I just got as much of the old paint off as possible, I think last year, and stripped it back and tried to clear it as much. There is a little bit of a dent. I don't know if you can see that there. I think they've had a light at some point. However, all the electrics in it are not connected now, and when you sand that back any further, it becomes a hole. So I mean, I'm sure at some point I will get that like professionally done. It looks really good. But then the coving, or the cornice even, is from a brand called Plasticine Roses. And I don't know if you can see all the detail in that, but I wanted this to be really dramatic out in the hallway because these ceilings are really high. And yeah, I just wanted it to make a bit of a statement here, because for me, I think a lot of people don't necessarily pay as much love and attention to a hallway. And I've been guilty of that as well. But so when I got this space and I had all this gorgeous detail, and I was like, no, this needs to be made into a statement because it looks amazing. This, I'm going to change this mirror. It's not my favourite, so I need to find something like a great size for here. So that is going to be changed, and then I'll paint all in here. To be fair, I'll probably touch that up tomorrow when I'm doing the other painting work. But yeah, the coving or cornice even is just absolutely stunning. And I think then the simple panelling just makes it feel so warm and cozy. So yeah, I love it here. Like this hallway is just incredible to me. Like obviously it's styled nice, but I just need to obviously clean it and stuff. And then I've got my scratch on my floor that I still need to get sorted. I'll get that done. But yeah, overall, I am super, super happy with how it's all coming together and seeing all the paneling clean and everything else done. Honestly, I could sit and talk to you about this hallway all day. And then I had the paneling go right all the way up. This is another snag list just around the stairs there. So I'm going to do that. But snag list is getting done. You guys are going to see a perfect hallway very soon. I promise. I feel like I've got loads done. And you know that feeling of just ticking all this? I feel like my last couple of videos are all about me just trying to sort of backtrack and get up to speed with things, because I was saying a while back that I felt a bit overwhelmed and there was loads going on. And I think it's because of all these things. Like I go, right, I still need to paint bits of the hall, I need to fill bits, I need to do the door, and like I say, I am like drawn to new shiny things. Like when I think, oh, I want to go and decorate that room, or oh, I want to go and start doing that, I'll jump to it. And while I probably get about 96% of a room done, and then I'll jump. And my attention to detail in general is great, like when I'm designing a room. The problem comes when, like that hallway now, a couple of jobs, I did that hallway probably 12 months ago, and I've still got snaggy bits. So I'm going to go round my whole house over the next couple of weeks. So I'm so sorry if you don't necessarily want to see that, but that's going to be a huge part of what I'm doing, because it's really good for me to just have that freshness. I think tomorrow I'm going to do some of the paneling in the dining room that I've been doing. So if you want to know how I do my paneling, I'll include that as part of that video, so you can see how that is. But yeah, I'm going to just continue doing this because honestly, it's making me feel so much better. So this could be a sign. If you've got something that maybe you're feeling overwhelmed, or you keep thinking of a job in your house that you need to get done, or anywhere that you've been thinking, I need to do that, I need to do that, I need to do that, and it's taking up loads of brain space that it doesn't need to, write it down, get a plan, and just do it, because honestly, it's making me feel so much better. And I need to stop jumping from job to job so quickly without fully finishing. I am going to finish this video here. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being a bestie. I adore you. And I will catch you guys in my next video.